Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to the third, I think we are, in our little series of Take 3 Envelopes. So I've got 3 envelopes and yeah, let's get started. So yeah, welcome back everyone. If you're new, a lovely big warm welcome. I want to do something with these 3 envelopes. I was going to do this time the way that we all know and love of doing a trifold envelope, which I will do in this series because not everyone knows how to do it, and I do love doing that. But then they've come out so lovely with the coffee dyeing in all different ways, and some's darker, like that side's a lot more darker than say this side where it's really subtle. And yeah, there's all different bits going on that I love, so I don't want to lose hardly any of the gorgeousness that we can see. So I thought of something else. I've never done it before. I haven't done a practice one off camera, which I know really, if you're going to be doing something that's completely new, I know some people would think, oh yeah, I better do a practice one. You know me, I wing it, and we learn together if it works or if it don't. So if it's a banger or if it's like a stinker. So when you're coffee dyeing or tea dyeing or whatever dyeing with your alcohols or whatever, sometimes, especially with an envelope where there's the fold, you get sometimes a bit of tearing and that, which it can be rectified with washi, with fabric or whatever and that. But for what I'm going to do, I need the top envelope, the flap, to be a bit of a different position. So I'm just going to cut this straight off. So yeah, there it goes, it's off. So that one is going to be our top one. And then probably like that. I'm going to pop them to the side for a minute though, right? And we'll just ink along where I've just cut, and then I'll kind of try and explain where my brain is going today with what we're going to do. So I hope all of you are well and that you're coping well with lockdown fatigue, as I call it, or just plain old boredom. In pre-lockdown days it would have been, wouldn't it? I'm just bored. But yeah, at the minute now, with the world as it is, it's more lockdown fatigue. And while I'm at it, I might as well just go along the creases. I don't really think I've got ink anywhere else. I could go around the edge a little bit on some. But yeah, the coffee dyeing has come out so well. These envelopes are the one. They really do take fabulous. They're the ones I've got with the little RSVP cards for 25p. I'll probably tell you that every single time, but it's just because it was the bargain of the century. Because I just thought before, when I saw them, oh, they're pretty, they're cheap, I'll have them. But yeah, I never knew that they would take to coffee and tea dyeing and that as well as they do. They're just fabulous for that. So yeah, every time I use them and then I see how it's come out once it's dry, I'm always happy with them, whether it's come out dark or whether it's lighter like that. They're just, yeah, they're really beautiful. And like this, the way the coffee pulls together on some of them, like, I think it's because like they've got little tiny like ridges in them, so it's not a smooth paper. And yeah, I think that makes all the difference. Right, so stop nattering, woman, and tell everyone what you're thinking. Right, I'm thinking, instead of the usual fold up envelope, like when we do a trifold, I'm thinking of, I've got this big long piece of some kind of ribbon, I don't know what you would call it. It's as light as air and it's really lovely. It was white, like I've got it in white, but yeah, I coffee dyed this earlier. It dried in about 2 seconds. And what I thought was, we'll cut going through and have them like that. And then when we want to put them away, they'll go like that. And then we can like fold that over and like tie them together or something, you know. So I could just stick this to the back of each one, but I don't want to. I want to go through them, you know. So I've got to cut into the tops and the bottoms. Well, that one top and bottom, this one top, this one just bottom, and thread this going through, because even when it's going through, because it's so sheer, look, you can still see all the lovely pattern that's going on that lid and that lid flap. I always call it a lid, don't I? So that's what I thought. And yeah, originally I was thinking I could do it with thin ribbon and do 2 strands, which you still could do, but just for this one I didn't have anything that was long enough that I could go the whole length twice and that was the colour or whatever that I wanted, or the thickness. So today I'm going to do it with just 1 piece, but yeah, other times we'll do it with 2 pieces or whatnot, you know. There's endless possibilities. Right, so I'm just looking to grab a pen, like, well, a pencil. I did have a pencil just a little while ago because I was doing something else. I don't know where I've put it though, so I'm going to have to use a pen. Right, and so what I saw was, when I got them out and was playing about thinking what can I do, if I put them on here, if I can sort of get one just in between the 2 lines, or just on the 2 lines, and this in the middle comes in 2 squares there and 2 squares there, so 2 centimetres each way, right? So I need to put it down and then hold it in place without it moving, so I can mark my 2 squares in. Actually, what I could do is poke my 2 squares in with my awl, and that will start my little cut off that I've got to do. So will I be able to do it? No. Maybe I should just mark it. But right. Hopefully that is doing it. Right. Yeah, and then, right, so that's that one, and then I've got to do it, I should do it facing me because that would be better. I still know I've got to go in 2 squares each way, so that would be, is this going to be the middle one? Yeah, that would be 1, 2, there, and there. Right, so this one, it's just got to be at the bottom. So getting it lined up, so it would be there. I did wish I knew what I did with that pencil that I just had, but I don't. Right, so that's just the bottom ones, and this one's got to be just the top, ain't it? Right, so okay, so there, and 1, 2, there. Oh, right, so now I'll just poke that through. This is the one that's top and bottom, so poke it through, and if I can see where I marked, Yeah, there. And there. Oh. Right. And this one was just the bottom, wasn't it? Right, so poke that through. 1, 2. Right. So now I've got to cut them so that I can push the ribbon through and glue it into place. Right, so I've got a sharp knife. I know. I know what you're thinking. Oh my God, Ali, don't do it. Because yeah, I don't really trust myself with a sharp knife. So, but that's what's got to be done. Unless I can get it going. Oh, if I could get it going and then cut with scissors would be better. But that's not going to look neat at all. I've got little scissors. What am I doing? Right. Let's see if that's better. Yeah, it probably is. Than trusting myself with that knife. Don't worry, these bits aren't going to be seen once we decorate and that. So I've just got to cut a little bit to get me started. I could put my ruler there and just try and do it with this top one. Let's see. Oh yeah, get me. Oh yeah, that one was top and bottom, wasn't it? I haven't done the bottom. Yeah. Yeah, once a bit like that, it's easier to just try and do it with scissors, I think, for me. And yeah, like I said, I'm going to put trim along there, so you're not going to see where I've just cut. Right, but on these ones, it's easier, isn't it, to just slice along from dot to dot. Right. There we are. Okay, right, I'm putting this away before I have an accident. Right, all sharp objects have been put away. Well, the knife has. You can breathe out, everyone. I didn't cut myself to ribbons, thankfully. Right, so I could thread the ribbon through, but I'm just thinking if I want to do any stamping or anything, to do it now. Let's grab the stamp platform and then we'll start making decisions. Right, so here we are. This is our middle one. Hang on, double check. No, that's our bottom one. This is our middle one. Let's hold it in nicely there. And this B. Right, I want it to show up. Where's walnut stain? Here. Right. If it's not dark enough, we can go in with black if we want to. And it's a new stamp, so it'll probably take a couple of goes because I don't know where my normal B one is. All my other insects are on there and I always put them away. I never leave them out. I clean them and put away straight after, you know what I'm like. But yeah, lately just things just seem to be disappearing. I think I might have a little ghost. Right, I do like that, but I think I need black on there so that it shows up a bit more. Like, yeah, I've got my pencil out of where it always is, and I could have swore I put it back. It's not there now. Yeah, oh, that's better. My little bee out of the insect set of stamps. That's gone missing in action. Don't know where he is. So yeah, can't use him. He's my favourite bee. I've got other bees, but he's my favourite. But yeah, this one came free with a magazine. I weren't sure if I was going to like it or not, but I actually do. Right, so that's that one. And remember these, I'm not going to stick they'll sit, once they're tied all up, like, and folded all up, they can like slip in a pocket or something, or just be sent out as like Happy Mail, something like that. But yeah, so we're going to see the backs as well as the fronts. So we've got a nice big space on the back of this one, but towards the top we're going to have something holding this on, probably some ribbon or something. So let's see. The insects, yeah, here they are. Yeah, that bee. I could have swore I put him away, and then yeah, he's not there. About a nice dragonfly. I think that would look lovely. Nice dragonfly. Right. And so yeah, I've got a little bit of an idea where I want to go, and like I said, I don't want to cover too much of them up because I really like how the coffee dyeing's come out, and why go to all that trouble to coffee dye and that when you're not going to have it visible, you know. Right, I need a little bit more towards the end on the tips. The rest of oh, maybe his little fingers, whatever they are. Right. Oh yeah, that's it. Lovely. Lovely little dragonfly. Right, and we'll pop him back. And yeah, I've got another couple of these. These ones are a bit too cartoony. This little one's cute. Right, so that was our top bit. We've got a nice bee on the front of there. Now this front is really heavily marked. Hang on. Yeah, I'm confusing myself now. But yeah, on the back it's much more subtle. So I'm thinking we'll have this little bee, maybe have him a couple of times. So let's hold that down nice and flat. Get him where we want him. Right. And so yeah, it maybe I've done that a bit too low because I do want some trim, but I'm sure it'll be fine. We'll do him again though in a couple of other places because he's a nice little cutie, isn't he? Right, move over here a bit. And yeah, we'll probably have him about there. And right, I might have another insect as well on. Just get rid of him, put it back. We don't want any other of our little favourite things going walkabout. And the thing is, I put them like that, and then they all sit in bags like this. All of them. All put away in bags like that. How can one possibly have got lost on its own? I know you're thinking, oh, you probably didn't put it away. I know I did. Why would I keep one out and not put it away when I always put them away? Right, yeah, I'm thinking something on the flap. This, seeing what might look nice. Or holding it like that so I know what kind of size That might be a bit too massive. What's that little ladybird? Not sure about that. I do want something. Maybe another dragonfly. No. It's like a little moth. It's still big, so considering. I'm not sure. Yeah, we will. Go on. We'll have the butterfly. Let's go for it. Oh, another bee. Oh, I'm terrible, ain't I, of making these decisions. Let's go for it. I'm going to try with the walnut stain and see how we get on with that. Oh, that's nice. Do it a bit darker. Right. Yeah, that's lovely, I think. Right. Back to go. I forgot. I did that on the back. I wanted something on the front of this top one. I almost forgot. So, I'm going over here because I'm thinking I'm going to have something over there. And I am going with the little ladybird. So, just pop in there. Okay. I think he might have to be done in black as well. Here's a ladybird. And they do have black and red usually, don't they? So I think he'll look better. That's it. Much better. Although it's darker at the bottom than the top, so I've just put a little bit more on the top. There we go. Right, I've got to be careful not to smudge it, because like I've said before, the black is always wetter. Right, so we've stamped on some of our envelope, and I'm thinking we'll run our bit of fabric through and get it glued in place. So it's going to come through. Where's our middle one? This one. Right, so coming through from behind the flap, because we want the flap to open and close, and then down through the centre of there, and then the same. What am I doing? Behind the flap into here, and then it will be secured because that is our bottom one. So we will do it down like that so that they look the same and we've not got an off cut bit. And what I thought was I can sort of measure, check me out and measure. I'm measuring left, right and centre this video. I never do I? Right, but I thought so that we don't get it all looking messy, I could count the squares from the tip to the base. I'm thinking 3 squares, and then we go to there, and then 1, 2, 3. So that would come down a bit to there, and that would be where we position our envelopes, so that when we open it up and they fall down like that, they're all nice. Right, now I've got to glue them in place, and yeah, without messing it all up, because it's I think it would be easy to mess up. Right, so if I get the initial bit of glue in place, like just a bit, to get it to stay where we want, and then I can add more if I need it in a little tad after I've just got them in place. So that would be our first one. Then we've got our 3 squares, so 1, 2, 3, and then yes, I've got to take it out to get under, or I can just go like that. Right, get some glue in the situation. Right, make sure we've still got our 3 squares apart, 1, 2, 3, and then pull it to, flatten it out. Right, 1, 2, 3, I've got it a bit too much. Right, getting come up a bit. Okay, right, I'll press that down. I can do a bit more glue in a minute. Or can I? No, I think I need to take this off and get properly under there. Right. And under there. Yeah. Right. Okay, yeah, that's a better idea, isn't it? And then I'm going to come under here and get some glue going along there. So that then I can push it down. Why is that? Why is it there? Oh, oh yeah, it is still free. I was thinking it's further away, but it ain't. It just looked it. I had a little panic in my head then. But yeah, look, I've still got my 3 squares of distance apart, but that bit is a bit wonky. Right, and I don't want it gluing itself shut, so just pressing down and making sure I'm not gluing the envelope so that I can't have nothing in it. And I will glue up that seam in a sec once we've got our stuff in the right place. So get that. 1, 2, 3, pull it down a tad, and that will be our thingy. I'm just looking at it up this way. Right. And then I'm putting some glue here just to get, because I know that that's where I need it. We didn't even have to come up through the top if we didn't want to, but I just thought it keeps them nice and looking the same. Well, not the same, but you know what I mean. Oh, I've just done it again, just pulled too hard. Got to be gentle. Right. And it don't have to be bang on. But yeah, we want to get in there. So that we can glue the ribbon down. Okay, and what should I use to sort of, yeah, a bone folder, and just make sure that it's gluing, but only gluing the ribbon. that's glued in place, okay. Right, so now we can trim this bit off and then glue the bottoms of our envelopes shut. Okay, and yeah, the bottoms of our envelopes, that's what I wanted to do, and the top bits as well, because we don't want them all flapping about. We just want the seams glued together now. And that's that one seam. Making sure our envelope's still okay. Yep, we're fine. Right, seam closed. Got to be careful up here. I just want the tiniest bit because we don't want the flap to be glued in one position or the other, like open, so it's got to stay open, or that it's got to stay shut. But I just wanted a bit of glue just adhering the fabric and the paper together. Right. That one. Right. And that seems glued shut, and then oh, just that seam along that flap there. Right. And yeah, being careful with that one. Like I said, we don't want it glued in one position of being open or closed, but just so yeah, they look a lot further away when they're shut than when they're open. But this is what I thought, is that we can put them all like that and then tie them up with the flap, this flap here coming over, and we can tie them shut, and then when you undo them we've just got nice long bits like that. So this bit I've cut off, what I'm thinking, I could glue it or like that and then adhere this to the top. I could sew it. Right, I'm going to go and sew a bit and I shall be right back. Right, so here I am. I've just done like a zigzag stitch along there, and now I'm thinking of sticking it like that and then the flap like that, so there is that bit of a gap so that we can, when these are all full, it will still come over here because it's attached to this. It's all, you know, just trial and error, and yeah, I'm sure as if I do other ones, I'll be like sort of, we'll learn as we go along. I would like to see what it looks like with two ribbons coming through, so just making a tiny slip there and there and doing it on two ribbons. So, but yeah, I am liking how we're going so far. So I think maybe stick this to this first and then we'll adhere it to the envelopes. So let's get that so I'm not getting stuck up to the eyeballs all the time. And yeah, so I hope you're liking where we're going with it so far. I'm liking how it's looking, because yeah, it was just an idea in my little brain, so I didn't have no clue of what we're going to be looking like. Right, so I've just stuck it like that. Obviously I'm going to have to trim it on when it's on here, but yeah, that's plenty. I'm coming that way now to see where I want it. Yeah, like that. So how far on's that? Not far on. So let's give that a wipe so it's not so sticky. And yeah, so I made another little kit. It's just, I didn't do any design elements. I did show it in my last video, I think. No, it wasn't my last video. It was a few videos back. Yeah, 'cause it was the kid's birthday, wasn't it? Yeah, I just did a little show and tell on the baby's birthdays, but I didn't do nothing with it. Yeah, it's just old ephemera, like old family stuff and that, like old UK ephemera, you know, plain to be embellished and whatnot. So yeah, I did that, and yeah, it's nice to play around with. Right. So I'd have to trim that like that. And then, right, so I'm thinking if we came up, bringing them all up like that, it can come over. Oh yeah, I like that. And then we can tie them up or something, tie them together, and then it's just when they're opened out, they're like this. That looks a bit wonky though. But it's alright when it's like that. Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. Let's just ink around here. And yeah, now we can start decorating a bit more, because we've just got our stamping at the minute. So let's see. And I'm pleased how they've glued shut, like that you can't see loads of scissor marks and whatnot. They've all seemed to, yeah, and I can still get in them and that. Yeah, I'm liking how it's going so far. Right, so I've got these nice doilies that I think go nice, like with a bee and like sort of spring, summerish kind of look. And I wanted some small images, like you see, like these of Edith Holden, or yeah, just something that's not too big, because of course our envelopes aren't too big. So we'll grab our tear ruler and yeah, try and get a couple of little images. So right way up would be better. Of yeah, little things that we can embellish with. Right, it needs to be on a flat surface for this. Okay, little bits can come off here and there where, right, and yeah, just having one or two little pieces, maybe some bits of trim as well. But yeah, I don't want to go too mad, because I really like the coffee dyeing. Okay, something like something like that maybe. That here could be better. That's better. Like that, possibly, with not that bit at the top. Oh, right. Yep, I like that. Just have something behind it. I'm going to move that to one side because of using the tear ruler. I do need to be flat, don't I? Right. just need it a little bit darker because of this. The coffee dyne's quite dark, isn't it? And yeah, see, there can be like things that are more zhuzhed up and that in the pockets, like some nice journaling cards. But yeah, we don't need much on the outside. I'm just thinking if I want something under it, something like that maybe. That might look nice. I need to ink around that as well. I always find it really hard to ink around the doilies, but I do like to define the edges a bit, so yeah, that's nice. It's not too much. Right. Glue stick. That's what I was thinking. Just a little bit. And we'll just trim that. Oh. Yeah, I like that. We'll put our little whatever it is on top. And let's see. That. Okay, and I think over here would be nice to have another bit of that, maybe with more of the flower. Might have to be that. I might have to trim in a bit and go with that flower. I'm not sure. I'm trying to see what fits, or if this smaller flower might be better. That might be nice. Yeah, that one fits in, because I don't want to like lop off a bit like that. So this one will have to go somewhere else, or be used some project else, but that fits. So I want that, and I'm coming right up here and right over here. Okay. Yeah. And see, I won't have to cut any of that off. That's still, we can still get in and out of the pocket. But yeah, I like how that looks. That's what I was thinking. Right, I'll put a bit of strong glue just by the edges as it leaves the envelope, and then just goes off a bit. We'll trim that. Just be careful not to cut my ribbon. Oh, come on. Okay. Oh, I like that. I didn't ink this one. I'll just pop that open. Just get some ink on those edges. And then we go around here. Right. Right, I'm liking where we're going. And I don't want to cover this at all. I might put a little bit of trim down here. Right, this one's quite nice. Yeah, that one's nice. I like that. I think I'm going to go with that. Okay. Get that in place. Nice little delicate one. Ah, yeah, I like that. Okay. There we are. Right. And we could have a couple of flowers dotted about. Right, before I start messing about with fabric flowers and things like that, I'm thinking I want a couple more bits of this Edith Holden. These little flowers are just perfect. Oh. Okay. Looking where we were. I could have one on somewhere like that. Could have a little one up there. Could have another little one. Or I've got these as well. They're nice and little, and so that we've not got all the same things on each bit. I don't know what that was, but I've just not done that. Oh, my scissors. Yeah, we'll need them in a minute. Okay. So look at that. They're nice. Right. That reminds me of one. There it is. And we've still got the other sides to do yet. Because where they come out like this, you see it all, don't you? We're not losing anything. And yeah, I've got lots of bits and bobs of trim out that I've got out beforehand, so that I wouldn't be spending a year and a day rummaging. But you still have to make decisions and that, don't you? I didn't have any idea what trim and that. I just gathered out a few in neutral colours. Right, so looks a bit too square. Just sort of rounding it off a little bit. Right. And yeah, I don't know what plant they are, but I thought we'd have some of them. I think they look better there. And this one up here might have a little bit of cheesecloth behind it. Little idea. Just behind that one. We don't need a lot. Nice. Oh, and right, let's see. Just a little bit peeking out. Yeah, I like that. Let's do it. Let's just go for it. Oh. Alright. Okay. Just a little fluffy bit. That's it. Right, like that. And then we've still got this bit to stick on. So yeah, I think we'll just have it there like that. Might have something else, sort of a little bit of something overlapping it once it's done. Let's see. No, I quite like that just as it is, like that. Right. Apart from being a little bit dirtier, just darken it a little bit. That's better. Let's do the same with that one. Right. So we're getting there. And yeah, what I thought was when like we put them away, we just sort of get it folded up in there, like that, and then like that, just tucking it in. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, so just going like that, and then putting it in there, and then just going like that, and then we tie them up. And yeah, we've got our extended flap there, covering them all and not being halfway up here. Yeah, I'm liking that. Right, I probably will have a bit more trim. I think down here, where we're going with a kind of natural kind of look, maybe this will look nice. It's got a bit of a wonky top for some reason, but I'm going to cover that as well. So I think I could go along that bottom with that. And so just quite near the edge now. If the glue ever will come out. Right, thank you glue, finally, for making an appearance. Right. So I've just gone right close to the edge because I don't want to lose a lot of my bee. And then pop that on there. Oh yeah, see, I can correct the wonkiness just by manipulating it to be where I want. Yeah, that's alright. Right. There we go. Oh, I'm enjoying myself now. I know what I've got. We ain't even started on the back yet. Got a nice bee on here. I could have one somewhere. Right. And I'll trim this one down a bit. And we can sort of fray the edges a little bit, not too much. And the other side, again, not too much. And where's our lighter one? Right. And the other side, just get a little bit of fraying going on, that's it. Okay, now I only want one on this side, so we don't want it there. Oh, like I said, could be overlapping there. Or maybe this smaller one. Yep, I'm going to do that. I'm going to put that one there. I'll save the other one for the reverse. So, and pop in there. Yeah, like that. And so fold up like that. Okay, let's see, where else do I want some trim? Probably on the back, so yeah, I'm not sure whether I want to just tie it round with string or whether I want to punch an hole and then wrap it round. I can come to that decision in a bit, can't I? I don't need to decide that yet. So I want a flower. Oh. And maybe a couple of the little ones. Right, I'm going to pop this one just down here on that corner. And there, like that. Oh, not sticking to me. That's it. And I was thinking the little ones, maybe up on this top one, near our little ladybird fella. Just here. Right. Oh. That one's got a bit of a thing going on that we don't need. Right. Yes. And this one. Let's get that little bit trimmed off. Right. Yeah, all three of them just gathered. Just hanging out together down here. Like that. Oh, there's one on our lid. Flat. I need something going along there, definitely. Right. Before I decide with them, here, I'm going to get that nice little thin, delicate trim again. Oh, or... no, I'll use that one on the back there. I'll use this little delicate one going across the top here like that. Right, so that was a quick and easy decision. And then once that's in place, I'll know, or it'll help me to know where I'm going to put them three little flowers. Right, so let's come along now. Right. That's it. Right, a little trim. Yeah. And a little trim here. Yeah, that's better, neater, and that, ain't it? Right. So we'll be just sitting like that. They might look nice on the flap, I think. Yeah, like that. Yeah. I might go a little bit further over with that one. Like that. Needs a little bit of ink on that bit where I've cut. That's it. Okay, and that one. Oh, right. Oh, don't stick to me. Stick to the envelope. That's it. Okay. Where am I going? There and there. Ah, that looks nice. So yeah, I'm thinking like where we've gone quite nature and quite rustic, I was thinking string, but I don't know whether to punch a hole and wrap round and tie through, or whether to just tie it. I think I might have an hole, so I could have something hanging there as well. Yeah, that might be a thing. Okay, but before we decide or do anything like that, let's flip them over and see what we want on the back. Right, so like I said, I was thinking of putting this along the top there, but now I'm not. I'm fine with that. Along the bottom though, might be nice, but then it hides that lovely coffee dyeing. That is so gorgeous. So maybe along the top. Yeah, I will do it along the top, only because I don't want to cover up those lovely markings. So I know I'm funny like that, but like I said, why go all the trouble of coffee dyeing, and like you hope every time, sometimes every single paper will come out looking like the last one, you know, which there's nothing wrong with that, like when you're making journals, because you don't need every page to be like vum, do you know what I mean? But yeah, when sometimes you go back to what you just left as some wet papers and something really lovely has happened and you've got these kind of markings, oh, to me that's magical. I know I'm a funny little thing. Jamie always says that. I'm a funny little thing, because yeah, there's just I find joy in loads of different places, lots of places, everywhere. Yeah, I'm quite easy to please. And yeah, little things like that do bring me a little bit of joy to my day, give me something to be grateful about. Right, now I've got that looking a fair bit straighter on the front, but then yeah, on the back it looks well wonky. I might go with something along there, and then that'll look nice as a little bit of extra something coming from behind. Oh look, I've only got a little bit of this left, I might as well use it. Something like that, and then yeah, when we flip it over, it's something else coming down. Yeah, I think that's cute. Oh dear, I'm gonna have great big muscles by the end of this, all this shaking this glue. I won't be able to use my arm tomorrow, I bet. And that always happens if I've had to do anything, anything remotely energetic. The next day I pay for it. Okay, and we just trim them off. Oh, come on. That one. Oh. Right, there we go. That looks nice from that way and that way. Right. Oh, that's gone a bit weird. Okay. That's better. Oh, I'm getting all my envelopes in a muddle. Right. Yeah, see, I didn't want to cover up hardly anything at all. Could have our other little bee down here. Let's make him a little bit dirtier. can lean on here. You can go there. Right. And did I want any more of them little flowers? Maybe one on the middle one. Really don't need a lot of decorating at all, do we? Because all 3 envelopes have got lovely markings, and I have stamped. And yeah, like I said, on the inside they'll have nice little journaling cards. Oh, right. And I'm not doing like what I did with the, like when I've been using these on my little shabby journal that I'm working on, I've been putting like either a flat back pearl or a diamante in the middle. This is much more rustic, so I didn't want to do anything like that. Oh, so just seeing if I need anything else to decorate. No, I'm quite happy with how we're looking, and I just want to do the closure. So I'm thinking if I punch a hole, and then we can thread some string through that we've got to tie around, and I could hang a little charm. Yeah, that's a little plan. Right, we'll do that. Oh. Okay. Let me take out that bit of something that I can't see through. It puts me off. And I can't really see where I'm going. And right, so let's set my eyelet. And like I said, where it's quite a rustic and nature and whatnot, I'm going to go with string. Right, we'll just poke this bit through. Luckily I've got tons and tons of string. It's coming out my ears. And yep, we want that. Like that. And yeah, I wanted to leave it much longer. Like that. So then, obviously it's not gonna, can't get that fat, it's only 3 little envelopes. But yeah, if you want to tuck it through again or wrap it round twice and then go through, then it still fits. And so I like that. I'm just going to hang a little charm or something from here. And I'm thinking I did have some lovely sunflowers. I don't know if I've got any left. Right, I've got a sunflower, so I'm just gonna get our little jump ring. I might need a bigger one because of that, or I could hook onto the string. That's a plan. I'll do it without sunflower on to make it easier for myself. Right, that's it. Pop that in there and then close our jump ring up. Oh, I'm looking at it weird, so I've bent it. You're not supposed to shut it. Right, that's it, it's closed properly. Right, so here we've got, and you could go much more fancy and that, or much more embellished, but like I said, my coffee dyeing come out exactly how I like it, so I didn't want to go too mad on the embellishments. But if I was, say, doing it for a shabby journal or something like that, or boho and that, I would go a lot more full on with the outside decoration. But because I wanted this one for a nature themed kind of journal, I will take a little bit off of here like that. I like that better. Right, yeah, so I just thought I want to keep it nice and neutral, and just making the coffee dyeing and the stamping of the insects to be the main focus. So I hope you liked our little third episode of Take 3 Envelopes. I've really enjoyed it, and yeah, I'm definitely going to use this idea again. This ain't just going to be a little one-trick pony. I will definitely be doing this again in different styles and things, because yeah, I'm really happy with it. And I think as well it would look nice if you had two bits of ribbon coming down instead of the one, and that. There's so many different ways and different possibilities where you can go with this. So yeah, I just think it's cool. So hang on, I'm just getting it in there. So I was going to fold that one up and have this one there like that, and there we are. Thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. You really do make doing this so worthwhile. And while we've been on lockdown and I've been able to film a bit more and stuff like that, and do other things like creating digi-kits and whatnot, it's really brought us closer together, I feel, for the fact that, like, we're all stuck at home in the same boat. We're all experiencing kind of the same sort of restrictions, and in turn that affects our emotions and things like that. And so never, like, more than ever before, rather I should say, is that we have like so much in common. You know, we've all got junk journaling and mixed media art and stuff like that in common, but to be experiencing the same things world over, I do think that although we're apart from a lot of our loved ones and things, as a community this has brought us all closer together, because we can all empathise with each other and understand how difficult it is for some of us to be on our own at this time. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for being here. I appreciate you all so much. I'll be back with something else very soon. Love yous. Bye for now. Bye.